I'd like to think my strengths as a leader are that I foster a very open and collaborative environment.
An environment where we really listen to our teams. There's a two-way conversation that goes on about the things that they need to make the shoot as successful as possible.
My name's Nicky Woodhouse and I'm the creative director and founder of Sistermotion.
My name's Claire Brown and I'm co-founder of Sistermotion. My first insight into production was actually when I was only 7 years old. A crew descended at the end of my road in a sleepy market town. There were cars, there was makeup, the whole street just lit up for that couple of hours and then they went again. It gave me an insight into a world that I just didn't know existed.
When I was growing up in the 80s, Zoo TV was a big thing, when you can see the crew and they become part of the story of the TV show and personalities in their own right. Seeing behind the scenes into that world was really fascinating to me as a kid. I've been working in production for over 20 years and for the last 13 years I've been freelancing as a commercials director. But I think the biggest influence on my gender activism career is becoming a mum to a little girl. When she was born, it made me a lot more analytical about the issues of gender. I was walking onto sets and being the only woman in the crew apart from the hair and makeup artists. Often I'd feel like I was there as a token.
Hearing the statistics for women in our own industry, that only 11% are creative directors and only 7% are directors on shoots, yet 80% of women do all the household purchases. This is a huge discrepancy.
And I thought, you know what, it would be really cool to set up a creative agency that champions women and underrepresented talent. Sistermotion's strapline is that we are driven by difference and we embrace diversity. Diversity breeds creativity and also contributes to the breakdown of stereotypes and social norms that hold women back.
It's important that women are heard, regardless of what their background is, what their age is. By setting up Sistermotion, we are able to ensure that the crew and everybody that takes part in the background to create content is having a say in what is then on screen.
Much of the media that we consume are still using outdated stereotypes of women, and I think a lot of it is because this creative is being executed by men. So Sistermotion is about closing the gender gap, giving more opportunities to women to advance to senior creative roles and also have an effect on how women are portrayed on screen.
When we started Sistermotion, we had to actually break down our own bias as well. And then the rest of it was easy. You know, women came to us, they want to be part of Sistermotion, and hence why our collective has grown to nearly 200.
I think in order to accelerate gender equality in production, we need to be talking about the gender gap and educating the clients and the brands that we work with that this gender gap exists.
I have a motto, and that's to hire outstanding women who are better than myself. By doing that, we're always going to bring to the table the strongest team possible. And I think I rely on those women to then help me with any gaps that I have. In the industry that we work in, it's forever changing, so it's really important to kind of listen and keep up to date with everything that's going on.
The last 18 months since we launched on social media have been a real roller coaster of emotions. Starting a new business is really hard, even if you've got a great idea, and it feels like we're off to a great start.
I love working with the Sistermotion team because every woman in our collective, we are supportive of each other and we are supportive of this cause to make sure that there are more women represented both on camera and behind camera.
Everybody's got a story. Some people don't know that they've got a story, and I just love speaking to people and helping them be the best version of themselves they can be on camera.